Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We are from MIC3ST would like to present our project Learning and Training of Coal-Fired Energy using Augmented Reality. So what is actually augmented reality? So augmented reality, or known as AR, are the combination of virtual reality and actual life in the form of computer-generated images. There are two types of augmented reality applications, which are marker and also markerless. So how does this augmented reality works? So this project is focusing on the smartphones only, and the smartphone use must support the gyroscope, accelerometer and also the camera so that this project can run smoothly on the phone. What does it mean by the fired energy? So the fire energy is actually the resources that can generate an electricity that can give to the consumer. So there are 6 types of fire energy. First is solar, then we have gas, coal, nuclear, hydro and wind. For this project, we just focus on the coal fire energy. Why we choose this coal-fired energy? Because from the survey that has been done and also research that has been done, most of the electricity is coming from the coal-fired energy. And these renewable energy resources, we're focusing on the PADDIE Negeri Sembilan, which is the Jimah Power Station. So for this research, we do the learning and training of coal-fired machine. Why we choose the learning and training part? It is because the learning and training part, to control the machine, the learners need to go some of the practical part. So in their practical part, they have to learn every steps or every stages that have in the coal-fired machine. So there are actually 10 parts of the coal-fired machine, but for this project, we just focus on the 3 main parts only. First is the pulverizer, second is the boiler, and the final one is the turbine. For the research scope, we just focus on the trainee and workers at the Jimah Power Station and the AR as a place marker. And this platform we just only Android. We didn't do for the iOS. Maybe it will be a future works we do on the iOS, but so far we just focus on the Android, and we use the augmented reality as the delivery methods to the consumer. The background for this project is purpose to create an application for learning and training using augmented reality. We focus on a coal-fired power station, and it requires a specialist or skilled workers which has full knowledge about the machine to handle. And with the aid of this system, hopefully learning and training should become easier so that the workers can learn to use the machine easily. For the current situation nowadays, learning and training of handling this machine are based on the printed material. Thus, there are some limitations of using traditional methods such as cost, the documentation and printed material involve 2D images. And also, the current situation at a Jimah Power Station, they are also using only printed material. Means that they cannot simulate how does the machine works. So the demand now, increment in the complexity of specialized gear and machines, demands a top-level qualification from the workers in many industries. So to overcome this problem, in this project, we designed the 3D object so that it will be easier for the user to use and easy for them to simulate how does the machine works. These three objectives reflect to this project. First is to design an application of coal-fired power station that help trainee or learners to learn using a mobile phone. Why we choose a mobile phone? Because everyone have a mobile phone, so it's easy for them to learn using the mobile phone only. Then to develop an application based on the augmented reality. Why we choose the augmented reality? Because the augmented reality can give a real situation to the learners to learn about what they want to learn. Finally, we test the product in terms of user acceptance using the augmented reality rather than the printed materials and documents. So these are three models that will cover in the machine. So first we have the pulverizer. So for all of this model, it will simulate the real situation that happens in the machines, how it works, how does the process in the machine. So basically, at a normal situation, they cannot see in terms of the internal part of the machine. However, by using this simulation, this augmented reality, they can see the real situation that happens inside the pulverizer inside the machine. So this is our first model, pulverizer. Then we have the boiler, and finally the turbine. All of these three parts of machine will simulate the real situations. Later on we are going to demonstrate the application. Okay, these are some of the implementation that we use. Okay, so here is the interface where you can choose which type of the machine that you want to learn. So far we just cover for these three types of machine. First we have the pulverizer, boiler, and also the turbine. Okay, so for this pulverizer model, for example, okay, we have some buttons here which can simulate the real situation with the real sounds of the pulverizer model. Okay, so that the user can see and look at it, what's happened inside, what is the first step that happens in the pulverizer model. Then we have the guideline page for the first time user who are not familiar with the augmented reality or who are not familiar with the application. So after we develop the application, we try to run the user acceptance testing, and we got a positive feedback from the GMA power station learners or trainers there. Okay, so at first we have a good positive feedback for the augmented reality experience, and they are also agree that learning with multimedia elements help in better understanding, and they also agree that they love to use the element of 3D augmented reality in controlling the machine. From the analysis that we do is that they agree to use this augmented reality because they can see the real simulation of the machine that they cannot see in a reality. But then by using the simulation, they can see the process inside the machine. Okay, these are some of surveys that we have done. This is the first survey before we create or before we find out the problems, and these are the part when we do the testing. Okay, we do at the Jima power station because it's the closest one to do the test. Okay, these are the marker that we use. Okay, the CIFA AR marker tracking point using the Vuforia. So by using this marker, we just point our handphone and that will come up the content from the phone. So next is we are going to demonstrate how to use the application.